Hello, welcome to Algorithms. My name is Saurabh, and today we are going to talk about how to choose the right load balancing service for your workloads. So, uh, the term load balancing, I guess those who are watching the presentation, they already know. So I'll jump directly to different categories of load balancing available within Azure. So one is category is global, one is regional. So the global load balancing service distributes traffic across regional backends, and these services route end user traffic to the closest available backend. Okay, and they also react to changes in service reliability or performance from the high availability and performance perspective. Regional load balancing services distribute traffic within virtual networks across VMs or zone. You can think of them as load balance between VMs, containers, or clusters within a region in virtual network. Now there are two things. One is internet and or HTTP and non-HTTP traffic. So HTTP load balancing services are layer 7 load balancer that only accept HTTP traffic or internet traffic. They are intended for web applications. They include features such as SSL offload, web application firewall, path-based load balancing, and session affinity. Now these features are used for different scenarios that we are not going to talk in this presentation. We will cover in later presentations. Non-HTTP workload can be handled by the normal load balancing services like Azure Load Balancer. Now there are 4 different types of services when we say load balancing services. So one is Azure Front Door. This is global, and the recommended traffic is HTTPS or HTTP internet. Traffic Manager is another. Again, it is global. It is used for non-HTTP traffic. Application Gateway, it's regional. It is used for internet traffic or web applications. Azure Load Balancer, it is also regional, and it is used for non-web traffic. Now if you look at the decision tree for load balancing in Azure, so when you are selecting the load balancing options, you need to make sure you cover some of the factors that I'm going to explain. I just mentioned about the different services which are available, what categories of load balancers available. Now depending upon what I just explained, you have to make sure you know the traffic type, global versus regional, availability, what is the SLA that you are looking at, and cost. It's a very important factor, because the moment you go from regional to global, the cost is going to be very different, and features are limits. So if you know the exact features you are looking for, it's good. As I said, SSL offload, web application firewall, path-based load balancing, and session affinity. You need to have right people involved in these discussions, because you as an architect cannot determine a specific feature which may be required by an application, and that is well known by the person who is actually application architect or managing that application environment, plus the application owners. Okay. Now this flowchart is pretty much self-explanatory, so I don't need to go through this in detail. But as I said, you need to be very clear in terms of the factors that I explained, and you can remember it as TGACF factors. And again, this is just a beginning. It is not the end state. So to get you an idea about how things look like from the cost perspective, or overall architecture look like from the load balancing perspective. Okay. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel, and if you have any comments or feedback, please leave in the comment box. Thank you very much. Have a great day.